Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Chelsea, and if you're new around here and would like to see beauty related content on this channel, if that's something that you like, then please hit subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, then please click on the little bell and you'll be notified of every time they upload. So today we've got an exciting video and we've got a first impressions of the new Cosmic Brushes Gothic palette. So I actually picked this up when it was first launched. Literally as soon as it launched at 6 PM I ordered it, and I was so buzzing. That's the first time that this ever happened, because usually when I go to order from Cosmic Brushes, it sells out instantly, and it is currently sold out, but it is coming back into stock. Let me just check when. Okay, I'm not too sure when, but it does say restocks available, so I will check the website and I'll link it down below for you with hopefully a date of when it'll be restocked. But yeah, today we're going to go in and do this eye look here. I'm going to show you a few swatches, tell you a little bit about the palette, and then you can hear my final thoughts at the end. So it says that this is a 12 shade Gothic palette inspired by elegant Gothic horror with deep rich tones of wine, plum and berries to create the most beautiful glam goth look, with 5 metallics and 7 mattes, 1 multi-chrome metallic, 1 duochrome metallic and 1 matte with shimmering sparkles. So I'll show you the swatches on screen now. I'll show you with the camera and also with the phone. I always feel like the phone with the flash picks up a lot of the reflect, and my god, as soon as I stuck my fingers into those pans, they were absolutely beautiful. I can't wait for them to get onto my eyeballs. And I feel like these shimmers are quite a weird texture. They're very potty, like a bit like the Beauty Bay ones, so you have to be quite careful when you press. I don't want to dig in too much, but they are dead pigmented, and I would be careful because you will get a bit of fallout, which is why I've done my eyeshadow before my base. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get in with a look now, so stay tuned. So I've already done this eye off camera and it is looking intense and smoky and pretty. So yeah, so far so good. But as you can see from the title, we're using the Cosmic Brushes Gothic palette, this new bad boy here. And I'm so excited because this is my first time, even though this is my third Cosmic Brushes palette, technically fourth because I've got a highlighter palette as well. I've not actually played with their palettes yet, which is really bad. I brought 2 of the palettes a couple of months ago, the Dreamy Delights one and the Muse one. I've not yet played with it, I know, but then as soon as I saw this, I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to use this as my tester for Cosmic Brushes, and then I'll eventually do some content with the other ones soon. But yes, I've got a few palette reviews to get out. But first of all, like always, here I'm dropping everything. Like always, we're going to go in with the P. Louise Base Shade 2 to prep my eyelids. So I'm just going to take a Made by Mitchell ME5 brush, so like a large flat-headed brush, and I'm going to coat both sides with the base, and I'm going to carve out my brow first. And I'm taking it really far out as well, and then I'm going to go along the top of my brow too. And then I'm just taking a Morphe M4524 brush, M524 brush even, and I'm just patting that in basically and blending it out. Now, I can't decide on something and I think I need your help. I'll insert a picture for reference, but I am obsessed. I watched Scream 2 the other day and I'm obsessed with Gail Weathers' hair, which is played by Courtney Cox in Scream 2, and she's got like the coppery red and black streaky hair, and I really want that colour in my hair, but it's just like, do I get rid of the blonde frame? Do I go all over? Do I add black into it? It's actually quite a scary process in case I don't like it, because obviously I am originally blonde, and eventually I don't know, maybe I do want to go back to blonde at some point, but at the moment I'm enjoying this red and blonde hair, but I just feel like I've had it now for a year. Well, obviously it started off as copper, now it's more red, but I've had it for a year now and I want to switch up my hair, and it's just like, what route do I go down? I don't want to take off the length, like I like how long my hair is, but yeah, do I go for the red and black streaky hair, or do I leave it as it is? So right, that's all blended in, a nice seamless base. It looks quite crazy at the moment, to be fair. Okay, so going into the palette, and I like the fact that this folds all the way back around as well. So it's easier for me to hold for this reason. We're going to go in with Alter, so this shade here, like a very dark shade. And I am going to take a Peaches PC07 brush, a really small bullet brush, because I'm just going to pack on the colour to start off with. And I'm just going to pack it out into like a line, like that. And I'm just going to constantly go back into the palette and really build this up. They say you should go into your palette and pick up more products every 4 seconds. Okay, so I've loaded that shade on, and then I'm just going to take a clean fluffy brush. This is just a P. Louise 143 brush, and I'm just going to very lightly just blend around those edges, just to soften those edges a little bit. Like that. So now I'm going to take, where is my brush? Oh yeah. A Morphe M562 brush, so quite a skinny little brush, and we're going to go into the shade Supreme, so this shade here, and I'm just going to really lightly blend around the edges. Yeah, so I like the fact you can bend it, so I'm just like this. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to look crazy at the moment. I'm just going to pat in this base back in just here, because then we're going to take a large brush, and this is a Morphe M513 brush, and we're going to go into Immortal, so this baby pink shade. First of all, I'm just going to pop it here, just round the crease, because I'm going to leave this little bit blank here, mainly for the shimmers. I'm just really going to build that up. It's quite a pigmented pastel shade anyway, but I just want to build it up. We want it to come all the way out here and out here as well. And that's basically our matte shades. It's just the case of building it all up to how we want it and just really expanding this bit here. So for my dark shade, I changed the brush now, so I changed it to a Morphe M506 brush. So again, I'm going to go back into that dark altar shade. We do add a bit of black in a minute as well. I just want to build up this bit first. And then our Supreme shade. Just that same peach and cream brush, and we're going to go into Gothic, which is this beautiful sparkly black here. So I don't know if you can tell on camera. Yeah, there we go. So it's black with like purple sparkles. The only thing is, I feel like you can sort of see the sparkles when you pack it on, but then when you start to blend it, the sparkles kind of disappear. So it seems a bit pointless, but yeah, I was going in with my finger to first of all, you know, because I always do that with shimmers anyway. Even though this isn't the shimmer, it's obviously got those sparkles in it, but yeah, you have to blend it out because obviously it's a black and it don't look too harsh. But then I'm going to go back into that the altar shade, and just really darkening this bit now. And then we've got Supreme. When I do the second eye, it always looks better. So annoying, it always looks better because I actually know what steps I'm doing. Whereas when I first play around with it, obviously I don't know what avenue I'm going to go down, and it's just like having a play. And then when I actually go to film, it's just so much better. So if they look odd, wow, they look odd. But once we put all of our shimmer on as well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so that is that bit all done. And this is why I did it first, because as you can see, I've got a bit of fallout there from the black. So I'm just going to wipe that away real quick. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the shimmers, which is really exciting. I tried to fit as many as possible on this eye look. Okay, so first of all, we're going to go to Obscure. So this shade here, which really reminds me of, if you've ever tried Peach and Cream Fantasy Pigment, I feel like this is the eyeshadow version of it. So I'm just going to take this into like this blank space here, and I like my shimmer to coat all over my eye, as you can see. So then we're getting all different dimension at different angles. So I like to drag it all the way up, and it's got quite a nice blue reflect to it. I then took Pale Moon, so this shade here, and these shimmer shades are very putty like. They're very like squidgy, you know, like Beauty Bays are in some of their palettes. But yeah, I'm just taking Pale Moon here. I don't think Pale Moon is as like reflective as the others, but it's still very pretty. Shade that's quite wet. It's quite a putty shade, so you do have to really dig into it. I really want that in a corner as well, like that. And then it didn't really go with the look, but I really wanted to stick my fingers into it and chosen. This is like the duochrome shade, so I don't know if you can really tell. So it's like when you look at it like this, it's like greeny gold, and then it shifts to like pinky purple. So I don't know if you can really tell. But yeah, anyway, it is a pretty shade. But yeah, it's duochrome, and I'm just putting that here. I'm going to blend it in a second. That. And I am going to just tap into Gothic again. and just press that in right next to my lash line as well. So yeah, then I'm going to go back into Supreme, place that up here. I feel like that obscure will look really nice over the top of a black base. And then Pale Moon, I'm pretty sure I'll put up here as well. And then I'm just going to take a Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Roll pencil. So this is in the shade Barbarella Brown, but it's like a very dark brown. And I'm using this in my waterline. I feel like this is the best pencil I've ever used. It literally does not go anywhere, and I'm just highlining with it as well. And I'm just going to use what's ever left over is on my peach and cream brush. Just smudge that in a little bit. And then I'm just going to go back into my P. Louise base on the same Made by Mitchell brush, and we're just going to coat under here and just tidy it up a bit and add a bit of base ready for the shadow because we really smoke it out down there. Fluffy Morphe brush and just pat it all out, and I'm just going to swipe it up here as well. Like I always say, what goes up must come down, so we're just using a bit of cream under here. And I'm going to mix it a bit of Serpent as well, so Supreme and Serpent. The light pink shade, so that Mortal. And then I also went into Powerful, so this shade here, the shimmer shade, and I just tapped it. Then also a bit more of that obscure shade. Right in a corner. Oh no, I'll put Pale Moon on this side. Oh well, let's put a bit of that on top as well. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to finish off the rest of my face. I'm actually going to film a full face of like new products / shop my stash with products that I've not used. And then, oh, I've got black eyeshadow all over my chin. Stick on some lashes and then we'll be right back to hear my final thoughts. So that is my makeup all done. So I've added my lashes. These are just from the P. Louise Pro book. They're quite old to be fair, but this palette, so eyes are all done as well. This palette, absolutely amazing. This is the first time that I've ever tried the Cosmic Brushes formula, and I must say it is such a good formula for a UK indie brand. So this palette only retailed for about £22, I think it was. Absolute bargain. You've got duochromes, you've got shimmers, you've got mattes with a bit of shimmer through it as well, and then you've got a few mattes. It's just a really cohesive purple monochromatic eyeshadow palette, and yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed with this look that I created, but now it's time to take it all off, so a bit of a waste to be honest. But yeah, I absolutely love it. Let me know down below what you think of this look, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. And let me know if you want me to film with the two older Cosmic Brushes palettes, because I'll definitely get that up for you. Thank you so much. Bye!